G'day viewers, Ivan here from Peak Offroad. Welcome again to another edition. Today we have a huge announcement. It's massive. We've been very lucky and fortunate that Bush Company has given one of the first tents to arrive in the country, the new Bush Company Delta. So this is a tent that's replacing the old Black Series, which was a very solid tent and has done very well for a long time. And today we'll also get to have a look at how it's mounted. It's a little bit different to all the rest of them, and it's hopefully going to be the future for Bush Company to mount them like that. I'll run through some dimensions, some weights, the good things, the great things, and there's not really any down things. Well, maybe one, but I'll show you that in a second. Let's not muck around, really. So the tent itself, as you can see here, is basically the same size as the old Black Series. It's 2200 long, or 2250. Yeah, 2250, I'll just check that again. 2250 and 1400 wide. But the interesting thing here, the rails underneath are from north-south. So no longer do they run on the east-west and having to use the Z-bar, which was a good thing. Like, don't get me wrong, it gave you a lot of versatility. But there was that extra added expense of buying a set of Z-bars. So in this situation here now, we have a 20 mil north-south bar that just sits on top of your load bars. So you've got the tent, cars in front of you, load bars go 1, 2, 3, say on the old wagon, 1, 2, 3, and just sits on top, you bolt it up and then you're off. With the old tents design, they used to have the tent and you have to have some sort of north-south runner or put on a trailer or whatever. And then you had to use the Z-bars and then put the tent on. So now you don't need that and saves a few dollars. The tent doesn't open as high as the Alpha. And if you go have a look at our other video with all the 3 tents which are current in 2021 for a Bush Company, it should actually be out or very shortly out after this, where it shows the Alpha, the Delta, and the new Black Series Max, all next to each other. So you can, as you can see right there, but a little bit more in depth. So it doesn't open as high as the Alpha does. It is only single canvas, not double. The advantages of that is there's a lot more room. The awning is not as big, which is a bugbear to me for the old Alpha. Great, but also bad, because you had to put the awning in somewhere and it takes a little bit of space inside. So a good thing and a bad thing. This thing here is wonderful. They're using the same extrusion as the Alpha tent, the premium tent from Bush Company. So it doesn't open as high. It has single canvas, north-south runners. It comes in at 96 kilos. That's how we've weighted here. That's 96 kilos as it stands. I'll run through some weights and we're going to go have a quick look inside. So let's have a look inside. Well, inside the tent, as you can see, it's 2250 long, like I said before, 1.4 wide, about 1300 internally. It comes with some pockets. Again, you can use, like the Alpha tent, they've used the same extrusion. If you want to mount a fan up or whatever, you can work on these internal bracings. Underneath this mattress, it's 75 millimeters. There is a mat, and it's nice and easy to keep clean. It does come with USB and a light, so it does have power, but only one, where the Alpha has 2. So instead of having a his and hers power outlet, you have just the one for the both of these. Internally wise, they've got midget-proof mesh, and the mesh goes from this way and also rolls up here for privacy. So like most of the other tents, you can just roll it up halfway and no one can see in your tent because you're always pretty high up. The awning itself, so if I just come over to this far here, the awning itself protrudes over the ladder, right? So you'll come down to a certain point and be still covered. It's not as big as the Alpha, but in saying that, it still has that beautiful sun protection and also sun protection with you on the ladder. You can mount the ladder from left to right, or left, right, or center. So depends which orientation you've got, right-hand awning opening or a left-hand awning opening. Also up here is what Bush Company have been doing lately, is putting a vent up here for condensation. Now you can open it or close it. So there's a Velcro inside to open the flap up, and that aids in condensation. Now, all tents condensate, so if anyone tells you otherwise, yeah, they're lying, right? If you've got two people in there and there's a big degree of difference in temperature from inside and out, it will condensate. The way to get around that, open the windows. If you don't want to open the windows, you've got to deal with the condensation. So I think we had a video coming out for condensation. Now, going to talk to you about the mounting of an awning. Now, these use the same principle of mounting accessories to the side. So the accessories that come available for the Alpha are available for this. So you can mount anywhere along here just by sliding your nut in here, and I should have brought a nut with me, and your awning bracket. Now again, we were talking about the awning brackets. Right, so this is a mounting bracket for an Alpha, which would be pretty much similar to, what do you call it? So these can be mounted downwards in that predicament. So this will obviously be on this side, but they can always be mounted upwards, like this. Now, with your awning up like this, you can see the awning will come through and take out this spring pole. That would make it not possible. So what we've done is made the relocation bracket. You take this out, you poke it in there, you cut 80mm off this one, which we'll check to make sure that's right. There'll be instructions when and if you need to buy one of these for the Delta specifically, because we actually haven't cut one up yet. But that will go like that, and that will mean your now awning can come up this high. There's been a problem with the Bush Company for about a year and a bit, and like everything, you cannot see the forest for the trees. We developed these, and it really is a game changer. We'll put a video out on this by itself with some pictures, and there's not too much to it. It's 2 screws, there's no drilling, and you just tighten that up. Again, with the front mount of the Bush Company one, it either goes like this or under. Now the XT awning will fit on this, no problems. And again, you can mount it either low underneath here or high above the hood. Now to close this, that's what we're going to show you. Artie, we're going to get this tent across a little bit. Let's bring this tent out a little bit. All right, let's go have a look underneath the tent. Right. If you go to the end, Artie, you'll see the extrusion they've put in. I'll just grab a Z bar. Right, so this is like the Alu-Cab tent, or basically all the tents. They all had Z north-south. This used to be the old way you used to do it. You used to mount this underneath. So you can see the difference is not that great. But now with your load bars will come across here, and there's an L bracket that mounts to the load bar. We'll hold it there. I'll go get one. Got it. Right, so what we've got here is a Rhino bar 1500, 1.4. So this will normally sit on top of your car on some legs, and then the tent would mount to that, and an L bracket will go there. Very simple fitting. No drilling, no nothing. You just run the bolt all the way through. I do have a bolt. Probably not. No bolt.
No bolts.
Oh, well,
bolts.
We'll live without it. But all you do is put the bolt through the extrusion. I'll get a bolt. Otherwise, the questions will come thick and fast. Right, got one. Okay, so what we'll see here now. This way, again, that way, this way. Pretty simple. Gives you lots of options. And it's not very high, it's about 20mm. So for mounting this on a set of, so what you have on a Toyota Land Cruiser 200 series, backbone, 3 load bars, put the tent on top, and then you can move it wherever you want. Very simple, move it around and pick where you can do, where it works best for you. So very, very simple, very happy with that. At least it's not very high. Some of them run about 40mm. Again, this is a wonderful thing. Right, through the magic of editing, we're down to the roof part. So what we've got here is the roof of the tent, which is pretty damn obvious. Like standard with the Alphas, they've got the 2 rails, and you can mount a load bar flush mount on this, or with feet. You can use something like Front Runner as well. But these are the Bush Company load bars, and they've got a little clamp that goes across here on both these to hold it wherever you so desire. With mounting a solar panel on this, it's very simple. Again, you can either mount it straight onto the load bars, or in what we do in most cases is we use a 3 or even a heavier duty L bracket in aluminium. If you're using a hard case load solar panel, you rivet that over that, and then you sit that across these 2, because the solar panel doesn't have much rigidity in it. So that helps a lot as well. Again, to run the cable, just run down. Pretty straightforward. Again, very, very easy. It's all been done before. The gas struts are external on this. Again, the accessories, you can put the spotlight mounts, awning mounts, load bars on the top. This can take a fair bit of weight to it. Also, I've been getting a lot of requests, and a lot of customers have been asking, Ivan, how do I get the gas struts on? Because when you get these out of the box, if you're doing a fitting yourself, which again is very, very simple, I'll show you Artie right here. Okay, these 2 plates are mounted per normal. That's how they come. It's at the right place. Now, right here is a spare bolt. You pull that out and the nut is sitting behind there. And you need to put this gas strut on in this configuration. So these gas struts run up to 650 Newton meters, which is a lot. It's humanly nearly impossible to push it down. And I will make a video on showing you how to, at home, very simply at home, just close these up, just enough so you can get it. You only need to bring it down a little bit like this. That's all you need to do. It's not a great deal, and you can do it that by yourself. And I'll show you that on another video. So keep tuned for that, because that is a very common a phone call that when we give these to the customer, that Ivan, how do you get the gas struts in? It takes about 10 minutes. It's all over if you know how to do it. So I will show you, and I will bring that down when we do the workshop hints and tips. So go have a look at those. That's in a separate category down there somewhere when you have a look at the videos. Yeah, we'll get to more and more of them, and the frequently asked questions. I think we're just about done with this. I don't know, I think, what have we done? We're pretty much done, Artie. We've got 75 mil, 2250 long, 1400 high. It's a little bit shorter than the Bush Company. The awning is a more respectable size like the old Black Series was, which this replaced. It's got a good load rating on the roof. More here, less there. Don't ask for kilos. Not as much, heaps more. Just the way it works, because, you know, the leverage scenario. The awning up and down mount with also the relocated spring pole. North-south mounts. I think we're done. I'll finish up. I hope you found this interesting. Again, thank you to Bush Company for allowing us to get one of the first tents off the bat in the world. So we haven't fitted one of this. This is the first one, the only one, definitely in Sydney, Australia, that we've actually got our hands on and had a look, and I think it's great. It's a good replacement for the Black Series, which has been a very, very solid tent. The great things about it is the awning again, and unlike the Alpha, which is really big, this one is a more decent size, in my particular opinion. But to have a little bit more awning would be nice. Like if you can hear the pitter-patter right now, it's raining. To be able to go up and down the ladder without getting wet would be pretty cool. There's a lot more room in this tent to put bedding. 2250 is at the minimum length. Would have been nice 2300, a little bit longer, but it is a good tent in the way it's constructed. This is all the new modern stuff, unlike the Black Series Max, which is the old way. Yes, so again, thank you. Thank you to Artie. Go have a look at his channel, 4X Adventures. He's got some good stuff on there. Thank you to Bush Company. There'll be some more videos out on this, and also when we start fitting it onto cars to have a look at how it goes. Also, at the end of this video, we'll be shooting all 3 in comparison, the range for 2021. So keep an eye out for that one. It'll pop up there somewhere. And again, thank you guys. Hopefully I haven't bumbled along too much like normal, but anyway, that's what it is. And we'll see you out there before I lose my voice. Hooray guys, cheers. Wow, just about lost my voice, Artie. Let's get rid of this ladder. I like this one. I think it's good. Nice and easy. Very, very easy. Karate chop. Karate chop. There we go. Karate chop. There it is. Have a look at this, Artie. That is positive. Hooroo, guys.